All right, well, today is finally the day that y'all have been looking forward to, but I promise you, not as much as I have been looking forward to it.
Not as much as he has been looking forward to it.
The kids are tired of hearing about it. Erica's tired of hearing about it. My coworkers are probably tired of hearing about it. Even Piper's probably tired of hearing about it. But today is the day that I'm going to pick up the new airplane, I think. And we'll talk about it in just a second. Wow, there's one slight dilemma we got to run into. But I saw in my last video when I talked about selling the Avid after the prop review that some of y'all are already guessing on what kind of airplane I was going to get. Some of you guessed a Super Cub. Maybe you're right. One of you guessed a Carbon Cub. Don't forget, I'm in law enforcement. It's not a Carbon Cub.
He's got a bunch of kids too.
Yeah, I got 4 kids at home and an expensive wife. I guess I can't say that since I'm going to buy an airplane. But anyway.
Somebody has an expensive hobby.
So we'll delete that. Anyway, we are headed to the bank to pick up a cashier's check so we can take it to Brother Tony. I am buying my next airplane from Tony, which y'all know from the channel. And well, you know him from outside of my channel. He's a aviation legend in our area himself. Nonetheless, today is the day we are going to pick up the new airplane. You're so pretty.
Ooh, don't cut that.
So the only kind of hiccup or dilemma that we may run into with trying to pick the plane up today is it's been nice for the most part all week, but the day that I'm ready to pick up the airplane, the wind forecast is relatively high. It'll be a little after lunch. It's supposed to be 10, gusting 17, which the 10 isn't terrible, but it's the gusting 17 in an airplane that I'm going to be kind of unfamiliar in, at least have definitely never flown in any 17 or gusting 17 wind. So I don't know, come up with a plan. Maybe I can get Tony to fly it to me. Maybe I wait till this evening right before dark when the wind calms down some to fly it home. Good thing is Tony lives like less than 5 miles from the airport, so it'd be a real short hop. But nonetheless, I don't want to skin a wing up trying to land it in a 17 knot crosswind or anything like that. So I don't know, stick around. We'll see if we manage to pull this thing off and get it back to our hangar today. All right, whew, getting close. Changed vehicles, dropped Erica off. She is expecting a freight package today at the house and couldn't miss it. So I'm soloing it for right now. The wind is not gusting as bad as the forecast showed, but it is variable between the 2 runways at Bahia. But the fact that the wind is blowing, it's not terrible. If I was still in the Avid, I probably would fly it, but again, I don't have a ton of experience in this aircraft yet. This aircraft also has heel brakes, so add that to your guessing game here. And it's my first aircraft with heel brakes. I've always used toe brakes. So point being, there's just a lot of variables of uncomfortableness here between heel brakes, new airplane to me, the wind is gusting and it's variable in between the 2 runways. Either way, I'm going to his house, so we'll see when we get there kind of what we think. But getting close. Have y'all figured out yet what type of airplane I'm getting? Go ahead, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. You got a few more minutes to guess. All right. Pulling in at Tony's place. Woo! Starting to get real. That's Tony's strip right there. All right, y'all. Here I am, standing in front of the new airplane. Super Cub? No. Carbon Cub? Absolutely not. What you're looking at is a Citabria Explorer. That's right. Here is the new aircraft that you're going to get to see us flying.
First landing, big wind. day I was a nervous wreck. I won't lie, the wind was gusting. I come in, wind was 1-2 gusting 1-6. I thought, dang, that's my luck. But man, this thing sat down beautifully. I don't have my camera's hooked up in here, so you couldn't hear it yet. But man, that worked out fantastic.
The wind definitely picked up way more than I wanted to. It was, when I checked it before I took off, it was like 8 gusting 12, which I thought, I've got half tanks of fuel, 2 runways. Well, then when I come in and check the weather, it was 12 gusting 16. And I was definitely getting rocked around. So I come in and made 1 pass, just a slow pass down the runway, literally just to see what the visibility looked like, because I haven't landed this thing here in Vidalia. So circle back around, again, the wind was beating the brakes off of me. So I come back around the second time, we've got like 6,000 feet of runway here in Vidalia. So I said, well, I will just get down right over the runway, and if I catch a moment where the wind has died down, I'll set it down. If I don't, I'll just go back around. And I come down, I have no idea what my airspeed was. I felt like I was 2 feet off the runway, but I set it down. I have to say, I was impressed with my landing, number 1, in a new airplane, and number 2, with the wind gusting up to 16. About to pull around the corner and show them the airplane for the first time. See if they notice how much bigger it is than the old one.
Oh. Oh my. She's pretty. Yes, it's blue.
This is what we talked about, is right now, it does need some touch-up paint. From like 50 feet away, it's beautiful. 5 feet away, it just needs some touch-up paint.
That's so cool. The wings are huge.
Oh my god, I'm tall enough to actually do this. Mama, that means you'll be tall enough to actually do it.
You just reach up in there and go. That was like a pro, like he meant to do it.
Oh. Don't tear it up. You can fly the plane.
So here it is, 1972 Citabria Explorer. It's a 7 GCBC. It's 150 horsepower, but it has the high compression pistons in it, so it's bumping a little more than that. One cool thing that obviously I am enjoying and am going to enjoy are the 31-inch Alaska bush wheels. Now, I will say this, the paint job is fine. Like the skin or the fabric the fabric's in great shape, but the paint definitely has some places where it has been touched up or needs to be touched up. But you know, at the end of the day, I know I'm not going to show up at Oshkosh this year and win any kind of show prizes for the paint job on it. But overall, the fabric is in great shape, so that's what's the most important to me. Let me show you just real quick, talk about some of the benefits that I have already enjoyed about it. Number 1, look at this big door that you can climb in and out of, and I'm coming from the Avid, so that was a big deal. All right, as you can tell, got kind of a classic panel in it. One of the things I'm going to enjoy about it is, in the Avid, I had the old handheld radio, and this one, I'm going back to the my secondary radio I had in the Cherokee, which is a Bendix King KX155. It's already proved to be valuable to me, just having a clear radio. Just got back from doing some touch and goes in the pattern, and that's one of the things Daniel keyed up and told me was it was a very clear radio. So I'm super excited about having a good radio.
Traffic, Citabria on the roll, runway 7, man in the pattern. About it. Boy, that's a clear radio you got over there. I appreciate it. It feels weird having it for sure.
Also, y'all know, I always had trouble in the Avid with my audio. My handheld radio picked up a lot of garbage, and so it was real noisy at times, but this one so far sounds great. There's a couple big things I really enjoy so far. Number 1 is this view. Now, I don't have my camera set up in here yet, so you can't see my view. You know, with the Avid, you sat so low, and the panel, because of that header tank, come up so high that really blocked a lot of your view. This thing, you sit up high enough and the panel is low enough that you see for days. I mean, and the glass comes up real high over the top, so I mean you can see everywhere. So number one of the big things I like is the visibility is great. Number two, check out the window here. You can cruise around with the window open. So in the summertime, like now, it's supposed to start getting real hot. Crack this window open, riding in style, just like an old pickup truck riding down the road with your arm hanging out the window. Look at this, just all the leg room. My legs are all the way extended and I'm right at 6 foot tall, so that's pretty impressive. The amount of shoulder room here, even if the window was closed and this door was closed, I thought that with tandem seating, maybe that I would get feel like it was real narrow, but actually no, there's a ton of room in this thing. So the view is a huge plus. The amount of cockpit space in here is exactly what I was looking for. I'm tickled with it. It flies phenomenally. The power to weight ratio is still there with the prop that it's got on it, and we'll talk about the prop that's on here. Now, caveat, there's two things that I'm definitely having to get used to. Number one, the throttle is on my left hand. And that definitely takes some getting used to, because in the Avid, my controls were in my left hand, throttle was in my right. So just like this last flight I just got through doing, I found myself when I needed to make some adjustments to my power, or if I said, hey, my nose is a little high, I need to push it down, I found myself using my left hand and giving myself throttle. So that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. And the second thing is, you may have just saw it when I showed you all my leg space, is this thing has heel brakes, right? Heel brakes. That's definitely taking some getting used to, because every single airplane that I have ever flown, from Cherokees, Stinsons, Kit Fox, Avid, you name it, trying to think if I missed any. Anyway, they all have had toe brakes. This is the first aircraft with heel brakes, and so far, I think I've actually adjusted to that pretty well. And the third thing that I really like about this airplane is it's the 7 GCBC, which means, check this out, flaps. If you were counting that, that was 5 notches of flaps. I have not landed with 5 notches of flaps yet. I mean, look at what that gives you. That's with 5 notches of flaps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and none. And pardon the messy shop. Daryl and I have been working on, between the Avid, the Kit Fox, and now cleaning this thing up. It's a mess. The size of it, I love it. The room, I love it. The view is incredible. It handles wonderfully. I'm loving the flaps. The only two, not even really negatives, but things I'm having to work into, is the throttle on my left hand and my stick in my right, and the heel brakes. With that being said, real quick video today, but I could not wait. I wanted to show you guys the new airplane that you'll see on the channel. I've already got some great adventures planned. I hope, and the airplane stays healthy, I plan to fly to Oshkosh this year for my very first Oshkosh experience. And this fall, I actually hope to fly out to Texas and fly with Dave and the Freedom Fox, and hopefully getting him to come to Georgia and hang out with us too. This fall, I also want to fly up to the mountains of Georgia and play up there with those guys and the Stoll Bandits. The good thing is, with this airplane, I now had the comfort to be able to stretch my wings and fly a further distance without being so crammed up. And man, I am some kind of excited. So with that being said, if you want to come along for our adventures and all the funs we're going to pull out of our hat in this machine, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for everybody that's been going online, oneaviate.com/merch, and picking up the One Aviate t-shirts. Got a new design coming with old Betsy on it. Not really Betsy. We got to come up with a cool name. Drop me a comment below. Give me a suggestion on what you think I should name it. Either way, what's next?